That was me, Janine Roebuck, taken only 3 months before I lost 24 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. It was easy with Slim Fast. You have a delicious, nutritious shake for breakfast, one for lunch, and a proper dinner. The weight is gone. I feel younger and healthier than ever before, thanks to Slim Fast.
Give Slim Fast a week. See the weight come off. Now the Slim Fast hot chocolate. Another delicious way to lose weight.
Kellogg's Golden Oatmeal Crisp. Lightly sweetened flakes, juicy raisins, and sliced almonds. No wonder an open box is an empty box.
Delicious.
Each individual helping of lean cuisine glazed chicken is now a little bigger and better for you too.
Full of life, your Whiskas kitten. Why? Because Whiskas kitten food is full of everything he needs and loves. To grow up fit and healthy. A real Whiskas cat. Young or old, cats instinctively know what they like and what's good for them. Cats would buy Whiskas.
Now at Vision Express, half-price lenses. Yes, buy one lens and get one free. And that includes bifocals and varifocals. Half-price lenses now at Vision Express.
Alan Wicker was walking through Australia recently. Someone shouted, "Go home, you pommy basket." He said, "Do you realise I'm Alan Wicker?" He said, "Well, go home, you wicker basket."
Hey, it's a new film out, it's a cracker. Tom Selleck, Tom Cruise, Eddie Murphy and Paul Gascoigne. 3 men and a crybaby. What do you call a Turkish child? A kebabi. What do you call a Turkish child that won't keep quiet? A shush kebabi.
The Comedians, a new series tonight at 8:30 on Anglia.
In half an hour, the bill settle down for a hard day's night. In the meantime, crime and punishment is the theme of Countrywide.
I suppose most of us could be forgiven for thinking of the countryside as being a rather tranquil and innocent place. However, although reliable figures are rather hard to come by, those who are in the know
You might like to know there's a free Countrywide Careers booklet available, listing jobs in the countryside and other environmental careers. If you'd like a copy, send a large stamped and self-addressed envelope to Countrywide Careers Guide, Anglia Television, Norwich, NR1 3JG, and allow 29 days for delivery. Details are on Oracle, page 240. Well, we're off to Sun Hill next, where the Bill are hoping for a quiet night.
Thursday on Anglia, a look at partnerships in nature that ensure survival. Man and dog are a classic example of symbiosis, a relationship between two species in which each benefits. From the smallest to the largest, the most unlikely combinations of plants and animals exist by mutual cooperation. From the desert to the sea, all ecosystems provide examples of nature's give and take. Survival, Thursday at 7:30 on Anglia.
You know, every carton of Britvic orange juice contains at least 12 oranges. But we can match that. Ready, lads? That's a lot of oranges.
For breakfast, there's usually muesli.
What's the muesli he eats usually?
It's Alpen. A-L-P-E-N.
Your teeth are under constant attack from plaque. So are their foundations, your gums. Fortunately, there are lines of defense. Brushing with McLean's fights the plaque that causes tooth decay. It also helps protect your gums from disease. For healthy teeth and gums, attack plaque with McLean's.
Mr. Willsdale, how is it possible to get a blend of real cheeses in a pot?
A pot of country crock, please, Fred.
You'd think they'd complain when he's wearing that hat and when they serve tennis pilsner.
Who's just chucking the back of your meat to taste a bit different?
Right.
On the deck.
Is someone pulling your pilsner?
Tonight on Anglia.
I mustn't find his real dad, you know.
No, I didn't. He won't want to know you, Eddie.
He'd better. Do you want to win a lot of money?
Judge. Someone killed Eddie.
The conclusion of The Guilty, tonight at 9 on Anglia.
And whose job is it to apprehend the guilty? The bill.
My drink is aero. I shake for bubble. That taste is smooth. Aero, the cool chocolate drink. Chocolate bubble. Glide on your tongue. A cool light drink. Aero, you are my number one.
Drink new bubbly Aero.
When we launch a new Ford, you're in the driving seat. You demanded more power. We gave you a turbocharged engine, tough independent front suspension, high-performance braking, and precision steering. And you demanded all this in a Ford big and powerful enough to deliver nearly 2 tons. The new generation Transit.
Down at Birdseye Country Club, we're giving vegetables a new twist. Country Club cuisine, complete vegetable dishes you can make a meal of. The finest vegetables blended with tasty cheese and savory seasonings with golden breadcrumbs and with imagination. New Country Club cuisine, complete vegetable dishes from Birdseye. Vegetables you can make a meal of.
When you think I've loved you,
Get completely hooked with the very best of Dr. Hook. Out now.
Open your first check account with TSB, and we'll give you a £15 voucher and 10% off anything from Olympus Sport, like a tennis racket, or anything else that might be useful. TSB, we want you to say yes.
Right now, you can instantly win one of 200 Commodore Amigas with Scrummy Curly Quavers. Or Pushover, a new computer game starring me and my pal, Giant. There are 10,000 to be won. Details on every packet. Watch out, computers have got Curly.
Now at Vision Express, half-price lenses. Yes, buy one lens and get one free. And that includes bifocals and varifocals. Half-price lenses now at Vision Express.
Costas, el toque para Cuña. No hay más Gini.
¿Sí? ¿Estás loca?
There's an ambulance on its way. Try and keep him alive.
And those telephone lines remain open until 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Did you steal the painting?
No. Yes. Yes, but no.
Well, which is it?
Both.
Robert Redford, Deborah Winger and Al Hannah star in a comic thriller from the director of Ghostbusters.
Anything you say can be held against you. You have the right to an attorney.
It looks like she's already had her attorney. Hey, if you repeat that allegation anywhere, I'll see to it you never practice law in any court in this country.
An open and shut case, not for legal eagles. Tonight, 9:40, BBC One.
I don't ever want to do this again.
On BBC Two in a moment, Sally Magnuson tells the story of Eric Liddell, the runner who, 40 years after winning an Olympic gold medal, became the inspiration for the award-winning film Chariots of Fire, The Flying Scotsman. Here on BBC One in 45 minutes, Jimmy Savile introduces some of his favourite fix-its, including a 40-strong Maori greeting. First, more drama from that Californian cul-de-sac, Knots Landing.
This splendid building is the old college at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, and it'll be the setting for this year's Mastermind Final. So join us here at Sandhurst to discover who will be the Mastermind Champion of 1991.
Wild World on BBC Two in a moment travels to the Black Sea and looks at a colony of pelicans. Here on BBC One, Jimmy Savile relives some of his favourite fix-its.
Just my chance, baby, sugar. When I look at you, I get that feeling. My head goes reeling. Got my eye on you. You better beware. Got my eye on you. You better beware.
Aristocrats of the international game take on rugby's wild card. Romania v France, Sunday on ITV.
One of the most memorable open-air music events ever staged, Nebworth 90 gets a well-deserved second screening on Central tonight at 2:05.
Dolmio put not one, but 2 types of tomato in every jar, and 11 herbs and spices skillfully blended so you can put the finest spaghetti bolognese on the table and a smile on everyone's face. The Dolmio smile. Put the Dolmio smile on your face.
Smoothly, creamily, uniquely, sadly. Sure, won't let you down.
With more chocolate and more hazelnut, there's a lot more cookie in a Maryland Maxi.
Well done, Norman.
A new car entered the World Sports Car Championship this year. It won the first time out, beating Jaguar, Mercedes, and Porsche. The world-beating 905 from Peugeot.
Everyone's a winner, baby!
Every day, we catch 1,000 people sitting in front of their TV sets without a TV license.
Slice 4 Sainsbury's chicken breasts into strips. Then cut 5 rashers of bacon into small pieces. Heat a little Sainsbury's sunflower oil in a pan. Then add the bacon and cook for a minute. Squeeze the juice of a whole lemon. Turn up the heat, add the chicken, and quickly brown. Now add the lemon juice and pop in some fresh chopped tarragon. Lower the heat, season, and cook until the chicken is tender. Meanwhile, prepare a large bowl of green salad. Pour on some Sainsbury's French dressing, add the chicken and bacon, gently mix, and it's ready to eat. Even I can't go wrong.
Sainsbury's, everyone's favorite ingredient.
Jane Seymour stars in The Haunting Passion.
I don't know who he is. I don't even know how I drew him.
The face of a man she's never met. A woman experiencing the haunting passion. Monday film drama at 10:40 on Central.
Expect some canine controversy when James Whale talks about dogs after prisoner Cell Block H.
Take this as your last warning, Maxwell. The next time will get serious.
The Queen said to His Majesty, "My chicken, here's a tragedy, for there is no more golden churn to grace your slice of brown." "Disaster," interrupted he. "To all my subjects I decree, I'll give them half my kingdom if they find some in this town." The Queen smiled and shook her head. "No, wait, just look at this," she said. "You have got some," exclaimed the King. "My absolutely favourite thing." "That's why," she said, "we've changed the name and called it Golden Crown. With 2 spoonfuls in every pack, you can taste the butter in Golden Crown."
Right now, there's a difficult choice to make at your Central England Ford dealer. The special edition 1-litre Fiesta Bravo or the 1.3-litre Escort Bravo. Both have self-seek AM/FM stereo radios, heated rear windows, and special livery. So, is it the Escort Bravo for just £7,299 or the Fiesta Bravo for a mere £5,999? Well, you better decide. There aren't many left. Central England Ford dealers. Quality people, quality products.
Every sound has its own special meaning. The new Citroën ZX. Everything about it says quality.
Oh, my island in the sun.
Del Monte fruit coolers. They taste lighter than pure fruit juices, so they're surprisingly refreshing. And cooler.
My island in the snow.
Fruit coolers. Cool thinking from Del Monte.
You're not a gourmet cook, are you?
Not really.
Well, you won't try this new range of Philadelphia dip and sauce.
That sounds different.
It is. It's from the Philadelphia brand, but it's an entirely new culinary experience.
What are we having?
Well, we're having the garlic as a dip.
How exciting.
And then I've transformed the onion and herbs into an exotic and tantalizing sauce. Olé! That's Corfu!
You are adventurous.
Well, I have been abroad, you know.
At Hawaiian Tropic, we do our best to make everyone feel at home. Our tanning researchers have developed a complete range, from high to low protection with lotions, creams, and oils. So everyone can end up with that natural tan of the islands. From 0 to factor 30, Hawaiian Tropic is unbeatable. Wherever you start from.
For fun on the line, phone Happy Time on 0898 50 50 50, 24 hours a day. That's Happy Time on 0898 50 50 50. Phone now.
Your house, flat, or empty property in Leicester could be paying its way. Rent it to students studying for degrees at Leicester Polytechnic, one of Britain's top colleges. We've a record number of students starting in September. Full details are in local newspapers. For our free illustrated leaflet, phone Leicester 551 551 during office hours. That's Leicester 551 551.
I think Crossroads will go on. It's a popular show. It's loved by the public. It's hated by the public. It's the show that people love to hate. But hopefully we'll all still be here. No, only documentaries. This looks all right.
Oh, it's only black and white.
Let's go down to Robin Hood.
Yeah, I'll go get my coat.
I mean, we do 2 hours television in 5 days. Nobody else does that. I mean, like this documentary, they've spent about 6 weeks on it, haven't they? It's only for half an hour.
Absolutely.
There's entertainment and comedy with a choice of programs for Tuesday night on Thames. At 7, Confrontation in Emmerdale Farm.
I think you better sleep it off. Oh, there you go again, telling me what to do, like getting out of Beckendale and going back to Scotland.
At 7:30, Busman's Holiday brings back 3 cabbies from New York and 3 new teams. Tennis coaches from Northants, tunnelling engineers from Lancashire, and vets from the Scottish borders. At 8, up the elephant and round the castle.
All right, don't tell me. What you done? Got some young innocent girl in the club? It's your mum.
And at 8:30, a dust-up in Chance and a Million.
Oh, hello, Magnus. Your ball?
Yes.
Ball hit him on the head.
Highlights of an entertaining evening's viewing. Tuesday night on Thames.
Discover B-Jam this Easter.
It's entertainment and comedy with a choice of programs for Tuesday night on Thames. At 7, Confrontation in Emmerdale Farm.
I think you better sleep it off. Oh, there you go again, telling me what to do, like getting out of Beckendale and going back to Scotland.
At 7:30, Busman's Holiday brings back 3 cabbies from New York and 3 new teams. Tennis coaches from Northants, tunnelling engineers from Lancashire and vets from the Scottish borders. At 8, up the elephant and round the castle.
All right, don't tell me. What you done? Got some young innocent girl in the club? It's your mum. No.
And at 8:30, a dust-up in Chance and a Million.
Oh, hello, Magnus. Your ball?
Yes.
Ball hit him on the head.
Highlights of an entertaining evening's viewing. Tuesday night on Thames.
Discover B-Jam this Easter. Matthew's self-basting turkeys, just 49 pence a pound. Stacks of packs. Soup started. Lovely ice cream and gatto. B-Jam makes a feast of Easter.
Discover B-Jam, the one with frozen food.
Wall's Viennetta could leave you with one small problem. One slice is never enough.
Ovaltine, here we see her, out to help those who've run out of steam before they hurtle backward down ravinas. She brings welcome Ovaltine. The goodness gives him pop, he leaves her in the box so he can go chop chop while his redeemer slips away to pastures greener. She'll pick you up with Ovaltine.
Bum 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 bum.
You don't need acres of space to own an ideal standard bathroom. Because our suites are designed for even the smallest room. Beautiful bathrooms from Ideal Standard.
$10.95. I don't have enough. I'll put something back.
We'll put back this and take bowl 3 instead.
Automatic powder plus fabric conditioner?
Yes, it's great value.
I don't want to save money if it doesn't work.
Bowl 3 does work beautifully.
You don't have to spend money on separate powder and fabric conditioner. Bowl 3 does it all in one.
Bowl 3 really does work. Look at these shorts, marvelously clean. And my towels are soft and so fresh. I won't be buying separate powder and conditioner again when Bowl 3 does it all in one.
Move It, Summer Holiday, The Young Ones, Bachelor Boy, Devil Woman. TV Times profiles the Peter Pan of pop, still rocking on after 25 years at the top. To celebrate this musical milestone, Cliff and the Shadows get back together. Starting this week, Katie Boyle on the 8 Deadly Sins. She's seen them all and she's telling. Plus, all your Easter holiday viewing from Good Friday evening.
There's so much more than TV Times in this week's TV Times.
Our film at 10:45 on Good Friday, and that's next Friday, is a romantic melodrama set in Cornwall. While I Live. Sonia Dresdel stars as Julia Trevelyan, who refuses to believe that her sister Alwyn is dead.
Tomorrow night on Channel 4, Dr. X probes moon-induced madness.
What's your theory, Doctor?
Strangulation.
by terrifically powerful hands. We are all under suspicion of murder.
Absurd.
What imbecile thought that up? I want every one of you to submit to a psychoneurological test. An experiment that I have devised, which I hope will prove each one of us innocent.
But if it should prove otherwise?
Mysterious midnight machinations with Dr. X, tomorrow on Channel 4.
You could win a Californian holiday and get the bargain of the year, this 14-piece jewelry collection, only in this week's TV Times.
Oracle puts such a wide variety of important specialist subjects right at your fingertips, like up-to-date weather information, page 106, latest share prices, page 530, and property for sale, page 497. It helps you stay in control because you always know the right questions to ask. And the right answers to give. Page the Oracle. It has so much more to offer.
Whatever happens, you'll be the first to hear about it.
Just before we go, a word about tomorrow afternoon. We have another film for you at 2, New York again, this time at the turn of the century. Lillian Russell is a biopic of the famous Broadway entertainer, and whether she could bake a cherry pie must remain a moot question, but then she probably never needed to. As for me, I'm off to start cookery lessons. Good night.
£1/4 jar of maraschino-flavoured cherries. I've drained them and chopped them, and I've 2 ounces of the syrup.
This is Thames from London on Tuesday, October the 23rd. And a very good afternoon to you. A full day's entertainment lined up for you. If you don't believe me, just sit back and listen to this. We're certainly going to get about, because we're Australia bound at 3:30 for an episode of The Young Doctors. Then it's off to the riverbank for Wind in the Willows. Marvellous and classic tale that. The world is quite literally our oyster at 5:30, because that's time for Botanic Man, and America beckons for comedy at 6 o'clock with Different Strokes, and that lovable rascal who always seems to have house and turmoil. But why don't we start with a good movie? It's nothing like a good movie. Here's Up in Arms, starring the irrepressible Danny Kaye. Next year on Thames, we're Australia bound for more medical adventures with The Young Doctors. And here's a brief reminder of the entertainment in store.
Coming up next, exciting World War II prisoner of war action in Von Ryan's Express.
Across the centuries, haunting harmony, a ghostly tale of two boys, one born in the 20th century and one in the 16th.
Seek me out, boy.
A tale of families divided.
If you don't come, you'll miss my solo. You have a solo? You must sing. And sing as though a soul depended on your singing.
Haunting Harmony, Thursday at 10:45 on ITV.
Harry's the jazz man.
Can't lie. If I say to you, baby, I love you, then baby, I love you.
The big band swinger. The crooner.
You, wonderful you, it had to be you.
In concert from New York, Harry Connick, Wednesday, 8:30 on 4.
Lund Poly are offering their biggest discounts ever, but only until January the 3rd. Get away. Oh!
Put a battery in a Duracell battery tester, and you could win a free drumming bunny instantly.
There are 10,000 to be won! Halford's best ever sale, including £2 million of tools, mini stereos, half price, incredible rally bike savings. Halford sale now on.
When this great wide world starts turning cold, promise me you'll be there for me.
After eating, plaque acid can increase the risk of tooth decay, but chewing Orbit or Wrigley's Extra for 20 minutes stimulates saliva, which helps nature fight plaque acid attack.
Bond is back in your action-packed Boxing Day movie.
And there are very few people who haven't heard of Bond.
You're that secret agent! That English secret agent from England!
British Secret Service, 007, licensed to kill. He's good, even by my standards.
But has he met his match in the man with the golden gun?
You're in great danger.
I usually am.
Boxing Day Bond. The Man with the Golden Gun at 4:10 on ITV.
Join Coronation Street on Boxing Day Monday.
You only want a new skirt. Don't make it sound like a flaming mercy dash.
A dash for the sales. But they find more than they bargained for when a trucker asks the way. It's a revealing Christmas on Coronation Street.
Sinatra and Trevor Howard star in Von Ryan's Express.
A selection of old bear videos are now available at major stores, priced £9.99.
Coming up in a few moments, right after the break, Home and Away.
Join the Dreammaker in a new series of the Dreamstone, starting in the new year. Zordrak is back, and this time he's serious. The Dreamstone coming soon.
In real life, you don't only get fatty stains on your clothes.
They'll go berserk when they see this.
Not if we wash them first, yeah. Catch.
So Persil Micro has a double cleaning action. An action on fat and an action on these other stains.
What's been going on?
Nothing.
So, why are our kids wearing their kids' clothes?
Persil Micro tackles fat and a whole load more.
Lund Poly are offering their biggest discounts ever, but only until January the 3rd. Get away. Oh!
In continuous tests, Duracell outlasts SP battery by up to 6 times. Duracell. No ordinary battery looks like it or lasts like it.
Good evening. The main story is from the Look North newsroom. A jail where smoking cannabis is a way of life has been told to clean up its act by Britain's prison watchdog. Judge Stephen Tumim's report says inmates at Ranby Jail near Worksop virtually have to smoke the drug to be accepted by other prisoners.
Judge Stephen Tumim has highlighted the relaxed regime at Ranby and free movement of prisoners, which he says creates more opportunities for drug suppliers to operate. Ranby's governor says tackling the problem won't be easy.
I think what we've got to do is to educate the inmate community. We have an ex-addict who comes in, tells them about the dangers. We spotlight the people who we think are dealing, but stopping soft drugs at Ranby is going to be difficult.
On the positive side, Ranby has been praised for its care and support scheme developed to help depressed and suicidal inmates.
The day's other main story, Michael Sams is to be questioned by police about a series of unsolved extortion demands as he begins 4 life sentences for the murder of Julie Dart, the kidnapping of Stephanie Slater, and for extortion. Detectives say a number of crimes over the past 3 years bear the hallmarks of his work.
In Michael Sams's Newark workshop, £15,000 of the Slater ransom money. £130,000 was later found by police in a field. It was the only money Sams ever got from his blackmail crimes. Detectives now believe that he may be able to help them with a series of unsolved extortion attempts committed since 1990. There are said to be 6 or 7 cases in which certain methods were used that bear a resemblance to Sams's blackmail schemes. Meanwhile, the Metropolitan Police have said they won't be quizzing Sams about Susie Lamplugh, the London estate agent who disappeared in 1986.
And that's it for tonight. Now the national weather forecast from Michael Fish. Have a good weekend. Good night.
Good evening. We turn the clocks back a few months weather-wise today, especially in London, for instance, where the noon temperature was the lowest since the records began in 1940, only around 10 degrees. That was because this particular band of cloud was a band of rain that was working its way down from the northwest, introducing brighter but showery weather. And it was, in fact, a cold front, and as the name implies, it was introducing these winds from the northwest, much cooler winds, and we're going to be stuck with those over the weekend. A lot of showers around at the moment on the radar, even some more general rain just across the extreme east of Kent. That'll move away. The showers should slowly die away during the rest of the night, but it's going to take a while, but eventually I think they're just going to be left around these northern and western facing coasts. And yes, I do mean some sleet or snow over those Scottish hills, and a pretty chilly night to come in many parts of the country. Those northwesterly winds still with us tomorrow, so although central and eastern areas may well start off dry and bright with a good deal of sunshine, it won't be long before the cloud bubbles up. By the end of the morning, showers, I think, are going to be pretty widespread. They're going to be there right from the word go in western areas, and indeed in the south especially, some of those showers turning out to be heavy, some thunder mixed in as well. And it's going to be a windy day and a cold day. Once again, those showers over the Scottish hills,
the Lake District hills and Snowdonia could turn to sleet or snow. So if you're thinking of hill walking, do take some warm clothing with you, and it's going to be...
There are now 5 farmhouse kitchen books, including the latest Farmhouse Kitchen Cooking for 1 and 2 at £3.95. Books 1, 2 and 3 in the popular microwave volume are now £2.95 each, including post and packing. Cheques and postal orders should be made payable to Farmhouse Kitchen and sent to Farmhouse Kitchen. Admiral 35, Leeds LS3 1XY.
Not chalky.
Wednesday at 8, high-speed adventure in King Solomon's Mines with Richard Chamberlain.
Pardon me. My baby. Where's my father, you cheap-suited camel jockey?
They're not inviting us to dinner. They're having us for dinner.
I hope they choke on us.
And Sharon Stone co-stars in a feast of action. King Solomon's Mines, Wednesday at 8.
In half an hour tonight, spend another 30 minutes in the company of a man with more sauce than a tomato ketchup factory. Enjoy a laugh with the late Benny Hill at 8:30. There's drama half an hour later when Alex's exam celebrations are violently interrupted, and Ruth Parry finds herself with few friends, but help comes from an unlikely quarter in Medics at 9. First this evening on Anglia, The Bill.
Pack containing maps, models, and realistic documents. Discovery really brings the past to life. Discovery, history at your fingertips.
Lady, where art thou?
Coming back, lady? I'll just go and ask.
And right now, for real fans of American football, Kentucky Fried Chicken have a great double offer. A really neat mini American football for $1.95 with any chicken purchase. And a chance to touchdown 3,000 miles away in Florida with tickets to see the 1991 Super Bowl. Okay, either way, you'll have a ball at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
He wants to know more about fishing. And he wants to know how to improve his skills. They'll both find what they want in The Art of Fishing. Published in weekly parts, it tells you all about fish and where to find them, with expert advice on what equipment to use, what kind of bait, what kind of tactics, and valuable tips from successful anglers like Tom Pickering.
This is something you'll want to refer to again and again.
The Art of Fishing is on sale now.
A movie premiere tonight at 8. Patrick Swayze takes the lead in Dirty Dancing. You'll have the time of your life.
Before that, at 7:30, Curly comes clean about his dirty intentions for Kimberly in Coronation Street. First, Michael Aspel comes clean when he declares, "This is your life."
thank you. This is Your Life, and the identity of the person on this book will very shortly be revealed because he is about to step through the door of this actual studio. Now, he thinks he's coming here to be interviewed by a television magazine program about his autobiography. And what a story it is. When he was just a little boy, he used to do club...
Yes? Oh, are you there? I'm interested in this washing machine.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. This one's been reserved.
Reserved?
Yes, by a Mrs. Jones. She telephoned earlier this morning.
Oh, young man, could I take this one, please?
Certainly.
Sorry, George. I want to... That's reserved. Mrs. Jones has just phoned. I've decided. I take it.
Sorry, madam. Mrs. Jones reserved this by
phone. Here again with this Mrs. Jones.
If you want the best of the bargains, phone first.
Is this also reserved for Mrs. Jones?
No, madam. Would you like it?
No, thank you. Not good enough for Mrs. Jones. It's not good enough for me.
British Telecom. It's you we answer to.
Here's a way of bringing the countryside into your home. And there are hundreds of other ideas in the country look with easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions. Week by week, it shows you how to use colours and patterns, how to pretty things up with paint, how to display things you've collected, and how to make things that will give your home a country look. It also tells you about plants and traditional country cooking. Wherever you live, your home can have the country look.
I'll see you in court.
Just remember that you're nosing round a store that is proposing a super sale that's bound to make your day. Our prices are reduced, so I'm sure you'll be seduced. Our credit service, it will help you pay. With savings galore, you'll be coming back for more. These bargains, they are sure to suit all sorts. So if you're seeking savings, doing deals or cutting costs, then I sincerely hope to see you all in court.
Well, those days is Your Life. Thank you.
Over an idyllic coastal landscape, the brooding presence of nuclear power and the shadow of a murderer.
Atomic waste in that. Turned his brain.
The Whistler has killed again. I found the body.
I constantly find myself wondering what he looks like, where he is, what he's thinking.
If we don't do something, it'll be too late. Roy Marsden in P.D. James' Devices and Desires, soon on Anglia.
When the heat is on and the pace it slows, there's a cool, fresh world where you can go. Clear, crisp, and light. It tastes the sprite. A twist of lemon for a taste sensation. A squeeze of lime is the perfect combination. Clear, crisp, and light. It tastes the sprite. Clear, crisp, and light. It tastes the sprite.
He wants to know more about fishing. And he wants to know how to improve his skills. They'll both find what they want in The Art of Fishing. Published in weekly parts, it tells you all about fish and where to find them, with expert advice on what equipment to use, what kind of bait, what kind of tactics, and valuable tips from successful anglers like Tom Pickering.
This is something you'll want to refer to again and again.
The Art of Fishing is on sale now.
1990 is almost over. This Sunday, Life After Life, starring George Cole.
I suppose he could go to green pastures. I'm on the board.
Have they given you Betty's room?
Who's Betty?
We went to a funeral yesterday.
May I respectfully suggest, sir, that you leave her alone?
I was taking Lily off for insolence, and he took her side. Frankly, I'm not sure that he's quite suitable.
Life After Life, this Sunday.
Well, you can have the time of your life in half an hour if you join Patrick Swayze for a spot of Dirty Dancing, the movie premiere at 8. First, Coronation Street.
Right, got everything? All ready for the off? Come on. It's the end of the holiday, not the end of the world. Got to go home sometime. Looks like we'll have to stay then.
Yay!
Butlins, let yourself go, and you won't want to leave.
Beautiful skin requires the most delicate touch. So we've made our moisturizers lighter. They're easily absorbed. Helping skin stay younger looking.
Are all conditioners the same, or does this leading brand leave towels much softer? The difference is quite amazing, as you're about to see.
1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4.
So which conditioner was it that gave all this thicker, fluffier softness? It was, of course, Lenore. So much softer, you can see it.
To find out more about the past, discover Discovery. Each kit features a famous character and takes you back. See what Elizabeth I was really like. Her black teeth. It explains how Drake cunningly defeated the Spanish Armada and shows you what life was like. And you get a special pack containing maps, models, and realistic documents. So Discovery really brings the past to life.
Oh, there's Queen Mary's death warrant. I've been looking for it everywhere.
Discovery. History at your fingertips.
This woman is dying. She's dying because no one fitted a smoke alarm.
Ring for your free Butlins brochure. But remember, you won't want to leave.
This Thursday on ITV,
What's wrong with you, Christy?
Daniel Day-Lewis stars in the movie premiere of My Left Foot.
I'm sorry, Mum.
It's better out than in. It's better out than
Next on Anglia, Patrick Swayze teaches Jennifer Grey a few steps she hasn't tried before in the movie premiere, Dirty Dancing.
What is your confession?
I have to know. What did Andy Moore say to you before his death?
Friday's movie premiere. Tom Bosley is a parish priest with a knack for solving crime, aided by a streetwise nun.
You know who was in that car?
Yes, sir, Eddie Locarno.
Locarno, one of my prime witnesses. He was supposed to testify tomorrow morning at the hearing.
The biggest miles guy in Chicago.
Yeah, then he's the one we ought to talk to. Well, there's nothing I like better than a nice drive.
The movie premiere, Fatal Confession, Friday, 8:30 on ITV.
Wouldn't you like to make more of the plants in your home? Know how to check if you're over or underwatering? Make a feature of even the dullest corner. Or stop your yucca turning yucky. With Plant Magic, the secrets are yours. Each week you'll find plant profiles, practical tips and advice on choosing the right plant for the right spot, plus tips like how to prevent drying out and step-by-step plans for creating beautiful arrangements. Add that touch of magic around your home with Plant Magic.
120, Shuttle 3 Echo. We're now leaving flight level 130.
Sierra. 441, make it right ahead. Charlie. Foxtrot. Kilo. Uniform. X-ray. Papa. Whiskey. Romeo Juliet. UNH to go. India, Lima, Yankee, Quebec.
BAA thought long and hard before building London's third international airport. So your journey through it should be short and easy. From March, everybody can fly through Stansted.
Bravo, Alpha, Stansted, clear for takeoff.
Would you believe the strongest creature on Earth for its size isn't an elephant or mussels here? It's this earthworm.
You'll find the fact in That's a Fact, a great new collection of thousands of facts from nature to the world, the human body, and evolution. Here's a fact from the science section.
Whatever you do, never try to land your spaceship on Neptune. It's deadly cold and covered in water.
That's a Fact. Thousands of facts to make learning fun.
Comedy for Thursday on ITV.
Caroline, I know I'm a bit late, but I got all the errands done.
Yes, but where's the...
Dry cleaning? Got the dry cleaning.
What about the...
Yeah, the firewood. I got the firewood.
That's great, but where's the...
Dinner? I got the dinner. Pizza.
Children?
Yeah, the children are going to love this. I got the children.
Yes, dear? Can I watch television? BBC Two, I'll go to sleep. Good night.
There's no competition. The Upper Hand, Thursday at 8:30.
This New Year's Day on ITV. Join us at 3:15.
Well, there's comedy over on BBC Two in a moment when an astrological mystery forces daft detective duo Lazarus and Dingwall to whip out their crystal balls.
amazing has happened to Radio Times. ITV, satellite television and Channel 4 have joined BBC 1 and 2 in Radio Times, the biggest and complete guide to all TV and radio channels. Radio Times. If it's on, it's in.
Tonight, a marital misunderstanding spells trouble for the boys from the bush.
Melbourne Confidential's done. Finished. Kaput. Snuffed it. Done.
I've ditched him. I've ditched the agency. I'm once again a pomp-free man.
But Reg's career is far from dead.
Altogether, he was a very considerate man.
Very considerate to snuff it, isn't he?
Gone fishing.
Drink and exercise, don't mix.
Gave up exercise years ago.
Ain't got no troubles anymore.
Just do exactly as I say, and it'll be a dollar.
The Boys from the Bush in a tale of love, death and fishing. Tonight, 9:30 on 1.
First on BBC One, the main evening news with Michael Burke. It's 9 o'clock.
Tonight, the full story of how the Iraqi army was destroyed at Mutla Gap. This was the battle that ended the war. They...
All right, you've got your all-new Nova. First thing to do is to show it who's boss. Sit. Don't stand there admiring. Take control. And it's hey-ho for the open road. Conscientious little fellow, isn't he? The nippy little rascal naturally shies away from the common herd. And indeed, road hogs. And even after a long, hard run, there's plenty of life in the young pup yet.
Down, boy.
Only Heineken can do this.
Black coffee is my name. Black coffee with not a thing. Hot black coffee now, freshly ground and fully packed. See, hot black coffee, boy. Well, that's what it's like.
Dark. Blend 37. A blend of strength.
Here's a question.
If JJ could jump as well as a flea, how high could he jump? 10 meters, 20 meters, or 50 meters?
You'll find the answer in That's a Fact, a great new collection of thousands of facts on the amazing world of science and nature, divided into sections like animals, space, and technology. So, how high could JJ jump?
JJ could jump 100 meters. That's higher than Big Ben. Golly!
That's a Fact. Thousands of facts to make learning fun.
Keep calm. Nobody panic.
Yes, looks like an insurance job.
Great a claim form as long as war and peace.
You only find out how good an insurance company is when you make a claim.
Hello, this is Direct Line.
With Direct Line, you deal with a human being,
Yes.
not a blank form. With a computerized system that already provides low-cost insurance for over 250,000 motorists.
So we can authorize the repair immediately.
Thank you. Well, nice bumping into you.
For cheaper motor insurance with a human voice, call Direct Line on 081 686 2468.
Do It All and Payless have joined forces, so they're having a clearance sale with massive reductions. The Do It All and Payless clearance sale, now on.
If Christmas has left you feeling a bit, isn't it time you moved over to Canada Row?
Did you know
sure your husband was in illegal possession of a semi-automatic weapon?
No.
The Widowmaker, Saturday at 9:20 on Anglia.
Wow! What a groovy fall summer this has been, cousins. 63 will go down in history as the best summer for me. Hope you do. And girls, please remember that you promised to respect him in the morning.
Next tonight, the Bill are trying to make sure that a supergrass doesn't get put out to pasture. After the break.
This Thursday on ITV, the movie premiere of My Left Foot. The Oscar-winning story of the Irish writer Christy Brown, a man who battled valiantly to overcome his crippling disability.
This is Christy Brown, my son. Genius.
Daniel Day-Lewis in the movie premiere, My Left Foot, this Thursday at 9.
Here's a way of bringing the countryside into your home. And there are hundreds of other ideas in the country look with easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions. Week by week, it shows you how to use colors and patterns, how to pretty things up with paint, how to display things you've collected, and how to make things that will give your home a country look. It also tells you about plants and traditional country cooking. Wherever you live, your home can have the country look.
No, oh well, thanks very much anyway. Goodbye.
Townsend.
Hello, you know the Hornby Double O Model Railway? Do you have an R186 signal box?
Well, let's see. Yes, I got one left.
Great! We've got one, Mum.
Good old yellow pages. We're not just there for the nasty things in life, like a blocked drain or a broken window. We can help with the fun things, too.
Oh, hello, Ben.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Thanks, Ben.
What a wonderfully rich aroma. New Maxwell House Classic. I love the classics. And I love this rich taste. How can one describe such classic richness? Shakespeare would have put it so well. Is there a sonnet to richness to stir the emotions and stimulate the senses? This richness so deep, this richness so...
Why use 50 words when 2 say it all? Max richness.
In this continuous test, Duracell outlasts ordinary SP batteries by up to 6 times. No ordinary battery looks like it or lasts like it.
He wants to know more about fishing. And he wants to know how to improve his skills. They'll both find what they want in The Art of Fishing. Published in weekly parts, it tells you all about fish and where to find them. With expert advice on what equipment to use, what kind of bait, what kind of tactics, and valuable tips from successful anglers like Tom Pickering.
This is something you'll want to refer to again and again.
The Art of Fishing is on sale now.
Spend Boxing Night at the movies on ITV and you'll have a smashing time.
This is serious. This is war.
And it's war at 12:10 when the Magnificent Seven ride again.
You're either a very stupid or a very brave man, senor. One word from me and you would be dead.
And more tough guys are in action down under.
You're Tom, aren't you? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
That's Boxing Night at the movies.
Well, in the first of those films at 10:30, 6 raw recruits with IQs just a little higher than their shoe sizes are let out on the streets as Captain Lassard is given 30 days to crack down on crime and the cadets from the police academy are given their first assignment. First, slightly more competence is displayed by the Bill.
There's a slice of comedy next tonight as the two of us try to run a restaurant.
Sunday at 6:40 on ITV, a new series.
Castles abroad again. I've come to Malta to see how the Maltese people celebrate Easter. Do join me, Castles abroad.
Sunday at 6:40 on ITV.
Throughout June, your local Ford dealers are offering 5-star deals on over 1,000 cars, so you could save a fortune. Each star is worth at least £200 off the price of the car. So find one with 5 stars and you've saved at least £1,000. Oh, £800. What, a car £600? Shire Ford dealers, we've a great deal to offer.
So much for good old Southern hospitality. Could do with a pint. As dry as a bone.
I think we've made a grave mistake.
Look, stones!
Now that's what I call dead lucky.
Where'd you dig this lot up from then?
Reckon you should see a doctor.
Which doctor?
Wherever you may wander, take no patient stones.
Sunday, 7:15, ITV, A Royal Trouble in Mind.
Yes, it is beautiful weather, Mark. I think it might cloud over later.
What are you doing? Practicing your aerobics?
No.
I mean, do you have to wear a hat like that when you're practicing aerobics? Or it keeps you balanced?
I'm surprised they let the Queen meet a man who was once arrested for sitting stark naked on top of a clock tower outside the nurse's home, singing extracts from the Pirates of Penzance.
Comedy Sunday.
This is Yorkshire Television, your station on the ITV network. Now, Nicholas Lyndhurst and Janet Dibley are Ashley and Elaine. The two of us are somewhat unprepared.
Friday at 9, we've an appointment with two thoroughly zany families in rich tea and sympathy. A fertility clinic hides a dark secret.
I'm beginning to wonder what I've got myself into. Something's probably going to happen. And I don't want to be around. Help me.
What happens when man dares to play God?
Who let you out?
And science fact has overtaken science fiction. A new thriller, Chimera, starts soon on ITV.
Can you be friendlier to the environment and save money?
Yes, of course. By using the new refill pouch from Ariel Liquid. You just snip the corner, then take any old detergent bottle and simply refill it. Because there's less packaging, there's less waste. And I feel I'm doing a little bit to help the environment. Because it's a refill, it costs a little less too.
Ariel Liquid Refill Pouch. Put a little less waste in the environment, a little more money in your pocket.
Take the Pimentello.
Taking regular exercise. Cutting down on fatty foods. These are both common sense ways of reducing cholesterol. There's something else that might help too as part of a low-fat diet. Oat bran. So why not try these? Oat bran flakes with raisins and apples. They're from Kellogg's. And they've got common sense written all over them.
If you're looking for a simple way to pay for the best small car in the world, go no further than your nearest Rover dealer. For written details of our 0% finance offer, call 0800 521020.
Fabric conditioners in handy little refills are becoming very popular, so we put them to the test. Which left towels thicker and softer?
1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4.
So which refill conditioner was it that gave all this thicker, fluffier softness? It was, of course, Lenore. So much softer, you can see
it. International Athletics, live from Frankfurt, this Saturday and Sunday, the European Cup Final. Britain's best take on the most powerful forces in European athletics in this spectacular event. See ITV's live coverage on Saturday at 1:40 and Sunday at 1:10. The European Cup Final this weekend.
At 11:15 tonight, we've a horror thriller in store, starring Robert Stack and Vera Miles. It's The Strange and Deadly Occurrence. But first and now, we join ITN for the national and international news at 10.
Rise up, Sir Peter Fenris Bane.
Here, she saved £15 booking at Lum Polly. Get away.
This lot went to Lum Polly and got £60 off their holiday.
Get away.
You guys come with Lum Polly? Could have saved yourself £100.
Get away.
Yes, at Lum Polly, we discount every holiday we sell with only £20 to pay now. Get away.
Get away for less with Lum Polly. In the beginning, man only had the choice of large meals. A million years later, he was given another choice. The snack. For centuries, nothing changed until the creation of bird's eye snack shots. 4 minutes in the microwave gives you all the taste of a meal in a snack. And if you enjoy our Chinese chicken, there's more where that came from. Bird's eye snack shots, a tastier snack in a shot.
Don't miss that Texas sale at the New Look Texas Superstore in Chesterfield. Hundreds of amazing sale offers.
As you grow up, so does your skin. When can you start using oil of Ulay?
You don't drive a big black car. You don't look like a movie star. And your money will want.
Oil of Ulay works like the skin's own fluid, so it absorbs quickly to replace lost moisture and help keep your natural beauty. And when can you start? It's a lot younger than you think. Beauty for young skin starts young with oil of Ulay.
This is the punishment block, where the incredible Indesit Amiga is undergoing the equivalent of a 7-year run. Its running mate, aerial automatic, a vital component in every Indesit. In fact, for reliability and performance, they'll give you an excellent run for your money. Only because of such grueling tests can we confidently award a free 5-year guarantee. Indesit Amiga, they just keep running.
Tefal's new Duraglide iron is going to make life easier for everyone. Not only does it use ordinary tap water and have this double steam trigger for really stubborn creases, it also has this unique Duraglide base. Because it's so much smoother than other irons, ironing takes less time and effort, and even the most difficult fabrics are a pushover. Good news, eh? Especially for me.
The new Tefal Duraglide, a smoother iron for easier ironing.
Rise and shine in '89 with morning shows from Children's ITV. 9:25 means He-Man Adventures. Later at 11, the Centurions take over the action. Look out for special film presentations, Seal Morning, The Extraordinary Johnston Monster, and The Amazing Mr. Horatio Nibbles. Plus, there's fun from Dennis and many other favorites on Children's ITV from 9:25 each morning. Rise and shine in '89.
I perhaps, Adams,
But the
Vicks Silex, with the famous Vicks Vapors, gives relief in seconds, and it lasts for hours.
Barton, see me after school. Briggs. What's going to work fast and have a long-lasting effect on you, Barton?
Silex works in seconds, lasts for hours.
If tartar built up on the teeth of a fork, you'd never allow it in your mouth. But you let tartar build up on your teeth, it's a breeding ground for bacteria, so your dentist has to scrape it away. But now, there's new, improved Tartar Control Crest, clinically proven to be more effective at reducing the rate of tartar buildup. New Tartar Control Crest, now more effective to help keep teeth tartar-free.
Neil, your lab's been testing bleaches for us. What's the verdict?
You mean which killed germs longest in the laboratory?
Yes.
My test did find a winner which killed germs longer. Look at these samples. We took them from lavatories after a number of flushes. Here's the bleach that came second. Germs are beginning to breed again. But the winner is still killing germs.
Care to name it for us?
It's Vortex.
In these tests, Vortex killed germs longer. That's the scientist's verdict.
Hair and shave? Salon shave. Now in even better shape. Original Sassoon. New Sassoon. Advanced salon formula. New shampoo.
Salon clean. Now more clean.
New conditioner.
Salon body. Now more cream.
New finishing rinse.
Salon clean. Now more pizzazz.
Advanced salon formula. New from Vidal Sassoon. And now you're in even better shape.
Sorry, sir. That gentleman got the last of the Danish. Ahoy there, matey! Whoa! She's getting up again. Reckon we could be in for a rough ride. Still, you look like a seafaring gentleman. Merchant Navy by any chance? Marine? Gondolier? Poor chap.
Once you've tasted Danish, nothing else will do.
Hey, if we'd have bought at Lampolly, we'd have saved £30 on our holiday.
Get away.
Table 4. They get £60 off their holiday with Lampolly. Get away.
These two got £100 off their holiday with Lampolly.
Get away.
Yes, at Lampolly we discount every holiday we sell with only £20 to pay now.
Get away.
Get away for less with Lampolly.
Radio Hallam would like to thank all its listeners and friends who helped create a new record amount of £50,000 for the Money Mountain Charity Appeal.
Hello. Do you know that over 1 million visitors come here every year? It's Edinburgh Castle overlooking Scotland's ancient capital. And it's where Highway visits on January the 1st to welcome in the new year, with many Scottish friends, including Mona Anderson and Kenneth Buchanan. I talked to the Governor, General Sir John Macmillan, and also to His Eminence Cardinal Grey. So join me on New Year's Day and say hello to 1989 with Highway at Edinburgh Castle.
And in a moment, the best from the semi-finals in the World Darts Match Play. Stay with us.
It's back! 0% finance on the entire Austin Rover range ends this weekend at all DC Cook Motor City Centres. DC Cook for a better deal.
For one man, the last 40 years have been a journey of self-discovery. He has struggled to carve out a role for himself. He has fought for his independence and for the causes he believes in. Now, at 40, he can look back on a life quite unlike any other and forward to a future that holds the ultimate challenge. Tomorrow, the Sunday Times begins a milestone study of the man who would be king. Plus quality cars, a free special magazine, all in the Sunday Times tomorrow.
This is LubraStrip. On Gillette Contour Plus, it releases lubricants that glide the razor so it feels smoother while you shave and smoother after. The Gillette Contour Plus system. First, we made it closer. Now, we've made it smoother.
Something new and exciting is about to happen to television soccer. The Match. ITV's exclusive coverage of the best of league soccer starts soon. See the action live and uninterrupted, only on ITV. ITV will take you closer to the action, closer to the players and the managers. The Match, a brand new style of coverage that will take you to the heart of the game, bringing you all the atmosphere and excitement. You'll be close enough to feel the tension and share the triumph. And there's a unique opportunity to see all the league goals that count. The Match, a fresh, innovative and entertaining approach to league soccer. Live and exclusive. The Match, only on ITV. Closer to the action.
Now on Channel 4, highlights of the U.S. Baseball World Series. On YTV, Dickie Davis and the World Darts Match Play Tournament.
Good evening. Welcome to the penultimate stage of the £53,000 MFI World Match Play Championship, the semi-finals. Now, this event has built up a reputation in its 5 years for producing shock results and spectacular finishes. This afternoon, we had one of the most dramatic climaxes ever seen in the marathon between Australia's Russell Stewart and the number 2 seed John Lowe. It went to a tie-break and the sudden death last leg, and this is how it finished.
He should really go for 19s. A single would still leave him a shot. He needs treble 19, 57 to leave the ball.
Boxing Eve all the way from Canada in the MFI World Match Play Final.
So 4-1, it sounds one-sided, but within the sets it really was a good deal closer. Well, now a break, and then in the second semi, it's Russell Stewart of Australia who eclipsed John Lowe this afternoon, taking on Eric Bristow for a place in the final. That's in a couple of minutes.
So, you're in...
Pensions.
Pensions? How interesting.
How dull.
Which company?
Friends Provident.
Oh, Friends Provident. Friends Provident. You're quite big, aren't you?
About 5'8".
Sorry?
Sorry.
Oh, pensions with a sense of humour.
Actually, our investments total well over £6 billion.
6 billion? That is big. Uh-oh. She wants to sell me a pension.
Do you have a pension plan?
Here we go. No.
In that case, I recommend you take professional advice.
Right. But aren't you going to recommend Friends Provident?
Me? Why should I tell you how good we are when you can hear it from somebody else?
Friends Provident, we've grown big by being recommended.
For one man, the last 40 years have been a journey of self-discovery. He has struggled to carve out a role for himself. He has fought for his independence and for the causes he believes in. Now, at 40, he can look back on a life quite unlike any other and forward to a future that holds the ultimate challenge. Tomorrow, the Sunday Times begins a milestone study of the man who would be king. Plus quality cars, a free special magazine, all in the Sunday Times tomorrow.
Hello, aren't you? Yeah, I'm you, 12 months from now. I like the clothes. What did I do? Rob a bank? No, got a job in one, actually. You did employment training. E.T., learned how to operate this computer. Go on, then. Let's see me balance. No, I don't want to ruin your day. Have a look at mine instead.
If you're over 18 and been unemployed over 6 months, phone free about new employment training.
Wait till you know what you're doing. If the only thing stopping you getting a job is training, the only thing stopping you training is you.
Dad used to have so much trouble setting our old video, so he bought this.
The new Amstrad Fidelity Easy Programmer video. The remote asks simple questions like what day, what week, what channel, what time. Then point at the video, press the red button, and that's it. You've done it. Easy Programmer videos with 8 hours long play. Only from Amstrad Fidelity and from only £299.
So easy, even grown-ups can use them.
And now back to the MFI World Match Play Championship, the second semi-final, and an attractive Antipodean encounter between Australia's Russell Stewart and Eric Bristow. Russell Stewart, a 28-year-old accounts clerk from Canberra. Story after the break.
I use my head and duck that trick, I'm far too smart for that. I'd had enough of walking, so I ride back to my flat. You've got to show initiative, that's very cool for cats.
New Catkins chunks. They're quite individual, succulent, delicious, in a rich jelly. New Catkins chunks. Clever meals for cool cats.
The nitrogen, the favorite family of vitamins.
The Rare Groove Mix. 70 hard-to-get hits of the 70s. Like Tom Robinson, Rod Stewart, Barry White, The Drifters, T-Rex, and Blondie. 70 non-stop hits, sensationally sequenced. The Rare Groove Mix. Get the hits you missed at Andy's Records. Andy's Records. We know what you're talking about.
It's always nice and easy.
Right now, at Allied, there are big savings on a host of new ranges. Save £3 a square yard on wool blend Burberry.
That's nice.
Fitted free.
That's easy.
Save £4 a square yard on this super colour roll carpet. Ready-made curtains, save up to half price. Plus big savings on suites like £200 off the fabulous Park Avenue.
Nice and easy does it at Allied.
Before you check out a motor, check out Exchange and Mart. With so many cars, prices and information, you're really wise up. Exchange and Mart. It gives you more clout.
And welcome back to Russell Stewart versus Eric Bristow for a place in tomorrow's final of the World Match Play. We left it with Bristow leading by 1-0. He pressed home his advantage by taking the next 2 sets. So let's rejoin it at 3-0 for set 4. Till then, it's goodbye.
So, you're in
Pensions.
pensions? How interesting.
How dull.
Which company?
Friends Provident.
Oh, Friends Provident.
Friends Provident.
You're quite big, aren't you?
About 5'8".
Sorry?
Sorry.
Oh, pensions with a sense of humour.
Actually, our investments total well over £6 billion.
£6 billion? That is big.
Uh-oh. She wants to sell me a pension.
Do you have a pension plan?
Here we go.
No.
In that case, I recommend you take professional advice.
Right. But aren't you going to recommend Friends Provident?
Me? Why should I tell you how good we are when you can hear it from somebody else?
Friends Provident. We've grown big by being recommended.
Hair and shave. Salon shape. Now in even better shape. Original Sassoon. New Sassoon. Advanced salon formula. New shampoo.
Salon clean. Now more clean.
New conditioner.
Salon body. Now more cream.
New finishing rinse.
Salon clean. Now more pizzazz.
Advanced salon formula. New from Vidal Sassoon. And now you're in even better shape.
Shalimar brings everything together. Oh yeah. Shalimar makes everything just right. Let me tell you.
Shalimar, an exciting new collection that gives you total coordination throughout your home.
Shalimar brings everything together.
It's all new. It's all Shalimar.
From Colorado, of course.
Young drivers, avoid being hammered by the cost of your motor insurance. Call Swinton.
The Hitman and Her follow shortly. Meanwhile, the clock, before we turn it back an hour, is at 3 minutes to 1, and it's news time.
A second passenger from the cruise ship Jupiter, which sank off Athens, is reported missing. He's Bernard Butt, a teacher who was leaving in the morning.
What is fashion? I love it.
But now, the Hitman is Pete Waterman and her, Michaela Strachan, live from Mr. Smith's.
Last week we were in Blackpool. This week we're in Sheffield at the Roxy Theatre. Now then, what have Rome and Sheffield got in common? They're both built on 7 hills. It's been 20 years since I was in this theatre, but tonight we're back, and lots of lovely ladies and lots of people. Let's see, where are you from, darling?
Sheffield.
What part?
Gleedless Ballet.
Oh, there you go. Where are you from?
Gleedless.
Gleedless. Oh, no, a lot.
The Rare Groove Mix. 70 hard-to-get hits of the 70s. Like Tom Robinson, Rod Stewart, Barry White, The Drifters, T-Rex, and Blondie. 70 non-stop hits sensationally sequenced. The Rare Groove Mix. Get the hits you missed at Andy's Records. Andy's Records. We know what you're talking about.
Are you thinking of starting up your own business? In this game, you need all the help you can get. That's why you might appreciate your very own NatWest Small Business Advisor. He's there to help guide you through the ups and downs of starting up on your own. To point out the opportunities, like business development loans, and the pitfalls, like cash flow problems, like tax. Ask to see the Small Business Advisor at your local NatWest. If you want to get ahead of the game, press for action.
Mrs. Thomas has a very sore throat.
It's very painful. I've tried everything.
What about Chloraseptic from Vicks?
Chlora what?
Chloraseptic. It's so fast it'll start to work before we can finish this commercial.
I doubt it.
Chloraseptic spray action gets to work right where it hurts right away. It contains a really fast-acting painkiller. But can it start to work before this commercial ends? Mrs. Thomas?
That's amazing.
is still as economical as it always has been, giving over 15 million homes a warm welcome precisely when they want it, how they want it. If only your feelings were as easy to control as gas. If only. Gas, the heat of the moment.
Time for our first competitive look at the Olympic and World Ice Dance champions Jane Torvill and Christopher Dean, poised yet again to scale the pinnacle of perfection they achieved in the Winter Olympics. And the depth of British ice dance talent is personified by the presence, too, of Nikki Slater and Karen Barber and Wendy Sessions and Stephen Williams. But it's the Russians, Bestemianova and Bukin, who are likely to be the runners-up. We're going to look at the compulsory dances, the Westminster Waltz, the Rumba and the Paso Doble, and overlooking the ice in his commentary position is Simon Reed.
Representing Great Britain, de la Grande Bretagne, James Corfield, Christopher.
At last, the hours...
Answers. It'll get you to your car faster. Proof that at Avis, we still try harder.
Hi, Mom.
The average school child hasn't really changed much over the years. But school has. The computer has arrived. Under a government scheme, schools all over Britain are introducing microcomputers, and they're choosing one in particular, made by Acorn. As a result, the language it uses, called BBC Basic, has become the acknowledged computer language for schools. And now parents can catch up. For Acorn have produced a micro for the home that also uses BBC Basic. It's called the Electron. It's powerful, it's versatile, and it's only £199. So now your children can teach you all they know. The Acorn Electron can be found at larger W.H. Smith's or your local Acorn dealer. Just call 200-0200 for your nearest stockist.
Joe and Eric are both plumbers, so they both spend a lot of time out and about. But Joe here has a British Telecom radio pager, so that he can be contacted immediately. That'll be his boss now. All he has to do is pick up the phone. And as for Eric, well, his boss may find a way to get in touch with him, too. Eventually, with a British Telecom radio pager, you're never out of touch.
Pure Silk by Yardley. Pure, lingering luxury. Pure Silk is the classic perfume to wear with anything and before everything. Pure Silk perfume. Pure, lingering luxury. Pure Silk by Yardley.
In old days, a flint stocking was looked on as something shocking. Well, heaven...
Anything goes in this free color guide to spring fashion. You get more from the mail on Sunday.
That's the number 6 now this weekend's climbing. The time now is 10 minutes to 7.
Air Canada's good old Canadian hospitality makes flights so good, you won't want to get off.
While you're putting the after eights back tonight, don't forget to put the clocks forward, will you?
Time enough to get to know each other in a normal way. So I've got to ask you something I wouldn't ordinarily ask you.
Clint Eastwood stars in The Beguiled, tonight at 10:30.
At this moment, we were, as you know, due to be going live to Ottawa for the climax of Torvill and Dean's amateur career. However, just an hour or so ago, the Civic Centre in Ottawa had a major power failure, resulting in an electrical fire, with the outcome that the competition has been delayed. We hope to bring you coverage later on this evening. But in the meantime, a documentary about a wonderful sporting partnership, Jane Torvill and Christopher Dean, right through to the Winter Olympics in Sarajevo.
Each year you take it as it comes. I don't think you can take it on a year-to-year basis whether you've peaked or not. I hope in 1984 that it'll be a progression from what we're doing now.
After 8's back tonight, don't forget to put the clocks forward, will you?
Time enough to get to know each other the normal way. So I've got to ask you something I wouldn't ordinarily ask you.
Clint Eastwood stars in The Beguiled, tonight at 10:30.
At this moment, we were, as you know, due to be going live to Ottawa for the climax of Torvill and Dean's amateur career. However, just an hour or so ago, the Civic Centre in Ottawa had a major power failure, resulting in an electrical fire, with the outcome that the competition has been delayed. We hope to bring you coverage later on this evening. But in the meantime, a documentary about a wonderful sporting partnership, Jane Torvill and Christopher Dean, right through to the Winter Olympics in Sarajevo.
Each year you take it as it comes. I don't think...
The verdict, 6 perfect sixes, and in the next day's free dance routine, more judges were convinced that they were now on the verge of perfection.
Due to a power failure and fire in Ottawa, the World Figure Skating Championships have been delayed. In the meantime, we're showing you this documentary about the incredible partnership of Torvill and Dean.
While you're putting the after 8's back tonight, don't forget to put the clocks forward, will you?
It's your last chance for a fantastic bargain. Queensway's sale ends Monday.
In France, they call a set of drums a battery. At AC Delco, they call a battery a battery. AC Delco's famous Freedom battery is sealed for life, with no topping up. You can fit it and forget it. Now that's worth remembering. AC Delco make all sorts of parts for all sorts of motors, which till now were mainly just for the trade. But now you can all get your hands on it. So do-it-yourself motorists, charge round to your local stockist and beat the drum for AC Delco. They're tuned for professionals.
You know there's reasons and there's reasons, but the reason worth the praising is the reason that's been raised in California. Well, you take the sun all hot and blazing and turn those blazing grapes into the reason that's been raised in California. Oh, it's the reason that's vibrating. It's so gosh darn wholesome tasting. The handy, dandy Californian candy. It's the reason that's the making of self-raising cakes you're baking. It's the reason that's been raised in California. You see, a raisin ain't worth praising. We'd like to inform you if that raisin ain't been raised in California. California raisins, a raisin worth praising.
ESP is when you feel it before it happens. Now, ESP is extrasensory perfume spray from Yardley. You sensed it, and you knew the perfume would be you. ESP, extrasensory perfume by Yardley.
Mrs. McNaught and her family from Birmingham always used to eat more than one box of Kellogg's cornflakes for breakfast. But now with Kellogg's Cornflakes Bigger Box, there's just enough to go around. Which is hardly surprising when you consider there's no larger family in Great Britain than the McNaughts.
Kellogg's Cornflakes, now in a 750-gram box.
I bought this Scotch videotape back in, 1984. Do you know, it was guaranteed for a lifetime. They said it didn't matter how many recordings I made, every one would be as good as the first. Well, I had my doubts about that at the time. But I don't know. I'm beginning to believe it now.
Every recording as good as the first, or we'll give you a new tape. You can watch Scotch forever.
After 25 years in the front line of America's military establishment, General Al Haig traveled the world in a desperate mission to avert the Falklands War. How did it go wrong? Starting in this week's Sunday Telegraph, Reagan's Secretary of State discloses the secrets behind his struggle for peace in the Falklands. Al Haig, the hawk that tried to become a dove. Exclusively in the Sunday Telegraph.
Due to a power failure in Ottawa, the World Figure Skating Championships have been delayed. In the meantime, a documentary about our world, European and Olympic ice dance champions.
Just as Curry and Cousins had educated the public to figure skating,
Now, from the Olympics in Sarajevo, let's come right up to date. The reason we've been seeing that delightful documentary about Torvill and Dean is that a major electrical fire at the Civic Centre in Ottawa caused tonight's free program in the World Figure Skating Championships to be delayed. Meanwhile, let's remind ourselves of some of the supreme moments from Chris and Jane's bid to win their 4th successive World Championship, their last before turning professional. Your commentator is Simon Reed.
across the board. They've made history again. It's never happened before. 9 perfect sixes for Chris and Jane for presentation. An ecstatic reception.
Absolute perfection. And now...
Tomorrow afternoon, Ronald Colman stars as the prodigal son in love with socialite Loretta Young. The Devil to Pay, tomorrow's matinee at 2.
How disabling is epilepsy? People First explodes the myths.
There's a lot worse things can happen to you than having a fit, I think.
Builders, wood restorers, sculptors, stonemasons, the craftsmen and women at Biddulph Grange effect a transformation. Will these treasures of Islamic art find a permanent home in London? Rear Window looks at the controversy surrounding David Halili's collection, tonight on 4.
In half an hour, Survival will take you on an outing to the seaside to discover what happens when the tide goes out. That's after a taste of 1930s nostalgia, a trip on the Postal Express between London and Glasgow.
There's some very tasty mince at Sainsbury's at a very tasty price. It's now down to 99p per pound.
Hurry up!
Hurry up!
I can't. I'm cleaning the bath thoroughly with this cream, like you told me.
We use new Flash bathroom now.
Flash bathroom?
It's even thicker, and it's easier than a cream. Allow me to demonstrate.
Of course, a demonstration.
Flash bathroom clings to dirt.
Clings to dirt.
So it starts lifting the dirt off straight away.
Oh, really?
One way, and it's clean.
How do you do that?
It's easy when you know how.
New, thicker Flash bathroom. Easier cleaning in a flash.
Why buy these two when Bold is all-in-one and costs less? And our new powder refill bag saves you even more.
Water. Always essential. Nowadays more precious than ever. AEG have long believed in conserving resources.
And so our Lavamat 6950 is the best washing machine we've ever made. It saves water and energy, making it even more economical to run than ever before. AEG, advanced engineering from Germany.
Churchill could save you money on your car insurance. Call one of our people now and see how much you could save. You'll be surprised. Call Churchill free on 0800 200 300 for an instant quote, even instant cover. Right?
That's right. Free on 0800 200 300.
Call Churchill now and see how much you could save. Free on 0800 200 300.
Sometimes all you need is the smallest of reasons to choose Weetabix.
Big, whole, healthy, tasty, crunchy Weetabix. Weed 'em for breakfast.
The countdown's on to the release of Stallone's Cliffhanger, and we have two of the stars, Craig Fairbrass and Caroline Goodall, to give us a taster. GMTV tomorrow.
Now a glance back to the mail service of yesteryear when a vast human army manned the night mail. Next, seashells, sea mice and sand masons on the seashore, tongue-twisting specialized survivors when the tide goes out.
Tonight, may I recommend original tasty burgers? Just one moment. Those aren't originals. They're not from Bird's Eye. Not as such, no. Only I can recommend Bird's Eye Steakhouse burgers, and these are them. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are.
No, they're not! They are?
You see, ordinary burgers just don't taste the same. A child of 6 can tell the difference.
7.
That's why we're thinking of your sister. Bird's Eye beef burgers. Somehow, ordinary burgers just don't taste the same.
It's such a good feeling to know your life insurance is in order. And yet, people our age don't always have the protection they need. If you want to leave something behind for your loved ones, or perhaps relieve any concerns about funeral expenses, I'd like you to take a look at this. It's called the Sun Life Over 50 Plan. From just £6 a month, this plan pays out a valuable cash sum on death to help towards those final expenses. Provided you're over 50, you're guaranteed to be accepted. You won't need a medical examination or have to answer any questions about your health. All you have to do is to phone this number now, 0800 61 0800. Your call is free. And Sun Life will send you this information pack by post. There's no obligation and no salesman will call. Apply within 2 weeks and this charming carriage clock can be yours, free. So phone in today and enjoy lifelong peace of mind with the Sun Life Over 50 plan.
The essence of man, the right man, for me, he must have spirit. Sometimes he's strong. Sometimes gentle. Like the sea, I think. A little bit mysterious, but so alive. Full of life.
New Brut Aquatonic from Fabergé.
The essence of man.
The operator by home phone will revolutionize the way you use your phones. A box so clever, it turns your phone system into an intercom. Activated by your smoke alarm, every phone in the home will ring. It connects you to cheaper international calls, keeps you in touch with the nursery, and will even bar talkative teenagers. All this and more for just $6.99 a month plus installation. The operator by home phone. Call free on 0800 715 715 now.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Told you.
That extra length just gives you the added protection when you are sitting down, which makes you feel confident about wearing the towel.
Sarah Rice talks about new Always Super. The one-way dry weave top sheet is longer for extra protection.
I recently took my class on a long trip to York. They didn't give me a moment's peace, but I still felt fresh and dry and really protected, even at the end of the journey.
Unlike conventional towels, Always lets moisture flow through its dry weave top sheet into the towel, but virtually none back out the whole length of the towel, so the whole surface stays fresh and dry.
I think you really need to feel happy when you're travelling because, you know, you can't get off the train, can you?
New Always Super. Protection that's always fresher, always drier, and longer.
They really are radically different.
First there was Diana Gate, then Camilla Gate. Now from Hollywood comes Sunny Gate.
Sunny Gate. Sex, politics. Politics, sex.
Goldie Hawn is the small-town American girl who's bringing a country to its knees. Discover the naked truth. A story so hot, it would be a scandal to miss it. Goldie Hawn stars in Protocol, Tuesday at 8:30 on ITV.
In half an hour on 4, 15 contestants air their general knowledge in 15 to 1. I wonder if they know who survives on the shoreline when the tide goes out.
SodaStream. There's no livelier bubble because there's no fresher fizz.
This week's TV Times is a pictorial souvenir of the royal wedding. Pages of photographs, pages of priceless memories, the ceremony, the scenes at the Abbey, the magic moments, the bride and the groom. And TV Times is also the week ahead on ITV and Channel 4, a tribute to James Cagney, a fascinating survival special, a chance to win one of 3 cars in a fun competition featuring the PG Chimps. Don't miss this royal wedding souvenir issue of TV Times.
Well, coming up in just a mere 30 minutes' time, it's the latest national news from the studios of ITN. At 2:30, a new series of 3 little words. Now, here's 2 little words for you, the Sullivans.
Head and shoulders. I didn't know you had dandruff.
I don't. Head and shoulders. I didn't know you had dandruff. I don't.
Tests prove it. With ordinary medicated shampoo, dandruff can still be there. But with Head and Shoulders, it's completely clear.
Head and shoulders? I didn't know you had dandruff.
I don't. Most people who use Head and Shoulders regularly don't have dandruff. Just healthy-looking, attractive hair.
There is a fabric conditioner that puts springtime freshness into everything you wash. Lenore. Only Lenore adds its springtime freshness to everything you wash.
So what do you do to the rest?
Look for trouble.
Society is breeding a new kind of criminal.
Captain, look, I don't want to be a hero. I just want to get involved, all right?
It's also breeding a new kind of cop.
You're a disease, and I'm the cure.
Stallone is Cobra everywhere from Friday.
This man is missing 1/3 of the fiber he needs every day. He's not the only one. Did you know that 9 out of 10 of us still aren't getting enough fiber in our daily diet? As it happens, a bowl of one breakfast cereal provides the fiber we need to make up that missing third. Kellogg's All-Bran. It can make all the difference.
People are always asking me why there isn't a Bernard Matthews chicken. Well,
There hasn't been a chicken I was prepared to put my name to till now. And here it is, the Bernard Matthews Mini Roaster. My specially selected young chickens are corn-fed for a better taste. Like these tender young vegetables. My mini roasters don't have to be big to be beautiful. You'll find them in the freezer from only £1.19.
Oh, new cover that ink, Churchill. The moment those...
Today, when you're choosing good food, it's wise to make the natural choice. That's what McVitie's do. McVitie's Natural Choice tastes delicious because of all the good things they put in and what they leave out. After all, when you make the natural choice, who needs anything except nature's own colours and tastes? McVitie's Natural Choice. It's the natural choice.
Bored with the same old taste every morning? Then try new breakfast timers from Farley's. 4 delicious varieties with lots of vitamins and minerals are made from wholesome ingredients. New breakfast timers, so Farley's, so good.
At Pork Farms, our pork pies have no artificial preservatives or colouring. So our meat doesn't look artificially pink. We simply use butcher's cuts of meat and the crispiest, crunchiest pastry you've ever heard. Pork Farms. Nobody puts more into their pastry. Nobody puts less into their pork.
Shape yogurt has no artificial colouring. Just to put the record straight.
Right now, your mouth could look something like this. A hard, ugly wall called tartar is building up around your teeth. And only your dentist can pull it down. But this wall is persistent. It won't stay down for very long, which is why Colgate developed a special toothpaste for adults. Colgate Tartar Control. This fluoride toothpaste not only tastes good, but will reduce tartar buildup on adult teeth, so they feel smoother and look cleaner. New Colgate Tartar Control fights the buildup of tartar.
Give me the unusual.
Do you think it's all right to leave George there on his own?
Oh, yeah. But aren't you afraid he might find your chocolate orange?
No, I think it's quite safe.
Terry's famous chocolate orange. Smooth milk chocolate with real oil of orange. How safe is yours?
There are years when too much sun can spoil the grapes that go to make the best white wines, but not with Hirondelle. And years when too much rain can produce red wines that become acidic and bitter, but not with Hirondelle. Because Hirondelle isn't tied to any one vineyard, it chooses only the good crops every year. So remember, it's always a good year for Hirondelle.
The old iron graveyard is the one place the new Rowenta Tapmaster iron has no intention of going. That's why it's got extra steam. Just when you need it. That's why it can use water, straight from the tap. And that's why it's got a see-through water tank so you can tell how full it is. The new Rowenta Tapmaster iron. Rowenta leaves the rest behind.
Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Good, clean fun for all the family. Even me.
Masumi.
Masumi by Coty, for the special sounds of Christmas.
But cities bake biscuits like they ought to be, and chocolate home waits a treat. Wherever you hide them, they'll always find them. A home's not home without home wheat. Nobody bakes them quite like the cities do. Nobody bakes them like you.
If you've just spent your weekend Christmas shopping, going backwards and forwards, unable to find the gifts you want at the prices you want to pay, the chances are you ended up with nothing. Well, there's still one store in London where you can do all your Christmas shopping under the one roof, from a huge range of famous name goods at incredibly low prices. A store that's even open tomorrow, Sunday, from 9:30. The Houndsditch in the city. We've got plenty of ideas above our station this Christmas.
He isn't like any man I've ever known. Pierre Cardin is his.